Is the camera on? Guys, kings, and queens, man. What up, man? I ain't gonna lie, man. If it's one thing social media done taught me, it's done taught me that I just don't fit in with a lot of things that are perceived to be the norm. I just don't fit in. And I'm okay with that. And that's just me being honest, bro. And I know there's other people in the same boat as I am. Like growing up through high school, I was never, you had the popular kids who was viewed and they were held up to like this higher standard than everybody else. And then you had like, the kids that nobody gave a damn about. They was like the lame. They were perceived as the lame, the nerds. They were the ones at the bottom of the totem pole, right? I was somewhere in the middle, right? People really didn't care about the middle, right? Because of the lames, them were the people that got talked about. You knew who they were because they were the ones always getting flamed and torched. You knew who the popular kids were because they were always the ones who had like the Jordans. They had cars in high school at 16. They were always at the pep rallies, standing up, getting all the attention. They was the ones dancing in the hallways. They was the popular kids. Y'all know what a popular kid looks like. So me, my middle of the road ass, I was right there. I played sports, but I wasn't popular. I had a little bit of, I was known a little bit just because, I had been in that district since I was a kid. So of course people know me. I did play sports all through high school. I was a tall kid, so I was known a little bit for a couple of things, but I was never the popular kid. I was never the kid who had the Jordans, who had like the latest fashion. Like, what was in high school, bro? It was so many fashion trends that came and went, bro. I remember when Aeropostale was high. I never had the Aeropostale hoodies and the Aeropostale sweatshirts. I was never, like I said, I was never the kid with the Jordans. I was never the kid with the polo this, polo that. I was never that, bro. I was never that. I ain't gonna say I never cared about that stuff because as a kid, bro, you see stuff, you see what's popping and you want it. I think it's only natural for kids to want to like follow fashion trends and shit. Grown men still following fashion trends, bro, but I never really had, I was never spoiled. My mama didn't have everything, but I always had like enough. And that's what was important to me. I remember, because I did follow fashion trends, bro. So I remember back in, 2011 when, or 2010 or 2011 when Wiz Khalifa got hot, he made Chucks hot. I was so happy, bro. Dog, you hear me? I was so happy when he made Chucks hot, bro, because Chucks was a $40 sneaker. You hear me? I could get two at a time because I only got shoes like once or twice a year. I'll get some to start the new year off, and then I'll probably get some at like Christmas break, right? Them was my two pairs of sneakers for the whole school year. But when Chucks and Vans started getting popping, Chucks was $40, Vans was $40. I can get two pair, bro. I used to get one pair of sneakers for $80. Now I was just splitting in two and getting $240. You hear? I'm so happy with the way that my mama raised me, man, because like I never really felt like, even though I felt like I never fit in, I never really even tried to anyway, because I always just, just be yourself. Because to me, my definition of lame is when you're doing stuff that's outside of your character to try to fit in. Like when like that's not you. That's lame to me. Like I was never that person, and I never forget, bro. In high school, I think this was like junior year. It was this kid. I ain't even gonna say his name, bro. But it was this dude who everybody used to always roast him, bro, and clown him for how he looked and the stuff that he would wear, bro. And then all of a sudden he wanted to start like, this is during the era where it was like cool to like be doing jigging and dancing and all that stuff, bro. So during this time, he wanted to follow behind this group of guys that went to the school that were like popular for dancing and jigging and doing all that stuff. He wanted to be with that crowd. And I remember seeing him walk up. We was in the lunchroom. I remember seeing him walk up to a popular kid, and he tried to shake that man's hand, and that man just looked at him. That man just looked at him like what the fuck are you doing? I'm not shaking your hand. You a lame. Like that's exactly. He didn't say that, but that's the demeanor that was given off to me, And I just remember pulling him to the side. I literally did this, bro. Because I saw all this happen. I don't even know if anybody else was really paying attention, but I was. I saw all this happen, so I put them to the side and I was like, bro, just be yourself. They're not your friends. Just be yourself. I don't know if he listened to me or not, but I told him because I could tell, bro. I can tell, like, I guess I just been good on picking up people's energy since I was a kid, bro, because I know who for me and who ain't for me. It's like, dang, do I know sometimes who ain't for other people as well, bro? Because I can tell. I read energy, bro. I read energy. Never ever tried to force my way to fit in, bro. I was just myself all the time. People call me weird. I've been getting called weird all my life, though. I really don't understand why, though, but, you know, I think it got a lot to do with the fact that I smile a lot, I laugh a lot, and I laugh to myself all the time, but I want y'all to know it's not because I'm weird. It's because I'm always thinking about stuff that happened on Martin. Constantly. It's funny, bro. Like, y'all don't be thinking about funny. Like, you be in an office setting, bro. You be at the desk, bro. You just think about something that happened on Martin, bro. I don't know why it be happening, bro. It be funny. My personality off top is the biggest reason why I never really felt like I fit in. And I feel like I have a unique sense of humor that it's only a handful of people that really understand it. Like, I can see the funny in things that a lot of people can't. But there's some people out there who can see the funny in everything, bro, and that's fine. Because that's really how I am, and a lot of people who don't get it, you know, that kind of energy can rub them the wrong way, you know. It's not, I don't feel like it's a toxic energy, but it's just an energy that people don't really, you know, want to deal with, and that's okay, you know, I can understand that. That's why I feel like I never really fit in. Like, I'm not somebody who just can't laugh at themselves and just take life too serious, and like, I'm not one of those persons, you know. One of those people, I said persons, yuck. It really made perfect sense that I ended up growing my hair at Freeform, man, because Freeform to a lot of people is perceived as weird, it's perceived as going against the norm. And I want people to know that it's okay not to fit in, bro. You don't have to do everything that you see people doing on Twitter, bro. I don't get a thrill out of making fun of people's death. I don't get a thrill out of doing things for like likes and retweets, you know. I myself, bro, I post videos and stuff all the time on Twitter. They don't get no likes. I don't care. I'm not gonna delete them. They're still gonna be there. There's like so many people who delete stuff, like if they don't see the amount of likes they want or the amount of comments and retweets they want. I'm just like, bro, so what? It's okay, bro. Kids, adults, teenagers, whoever listening, bro, it's okay to not fit in. It's okay to go against the norm. It's okay to go right when everybody else is going left. That damn lawnmower in the back, I don't care, man, because I gotta get this message out, dog. Be different, man. You ain't gotta play football and basketball just because everybody else doing it, you know? You ain't gotta rap just because everybody else doing it. You ain't gotta wear this just because everybody else doing it. You ain't gotta have a fade and waves just because everybody else doing it. You know, you don't have to be in the streets gang banging and doing all this bullshit just because everybody else do it. Anything you're doing and you know it ain't funny, bro, just get out of it, you know? It can come off as like I'm always in like a good mood or like this bubbly. Like I can walk into work 8, 9 in the morning and just like, hey, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing, you know? And people ain't really trying to feel all that energy early in the morning. I can understand that, you know. I can understand when people try to reject their energy from time to time, you know. I'm not mad at that, you know, but like I said, that's just a reason why I feel like I don't fit in, man, because like I got this light. I feel like I got the light inside me. I feel like it's always on, or it's on about 95% of the time, you know, when a lot of people may have their light on about 70% of the time. I don't fit in, bro. I really don't, and that's okay, you know, because my spirit is free. My hair is free, you know, my life is free. I got my freedom, you know, my mind is free. So it's all love this way, you know? November 5th, it's gonna be 5 years Freeform. I will have a Freeform update coming. I used to do these every month, bro, but I feel like that's too close. Like you can't really see a difference with my hair, with my Freeform locks on a month-to-month basis. It's gotta be like every 2 months, every 3 months. I gotta get y'all one of those, you hear me? God, kings and queens, man, y'all so special. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this content. If you like it, man, hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that. I will have a Freeform Journey update coming on November 5th, you know, because I gotta show y'all, you know, what's been going on. This time and patience right here, this wisdom right here. How many times I gotta tell y'all, like, I was really for real about this, bro. I'm really out here with this Freeform stuff, bro. This time I ain't out here. I'm really out here, man. And as always, bro, remember to love somebody and hug somebody, because you're here today, you're going today. I'm out.